Have you ever gone to bed feeling fine, only to wake up and realize your vision seems a little less clear than it used to be? It's a quiet change, so subtle you might not notice until reading the newspaper becomes a strain or driving at night starts to feel uncomfortable. But what if I told you that, right now while you sleep, something as simple as your sleeping position could be putting pressure on your eyes? Pressure that slowly steals your sight. Here's the shocking part. In Japan, doctors discovered a bedtime habit so simple that it can naturally lower intraocular pressure, the very thing that causes glaucoma, without a single drop, pill, or surgery. And yet, most people in the West have never heard of it. So before you turn off the light tonight, stick around, because in this video, I'll show you exactly how this Japanese sleep method works, why scientists are calling it a breakthrough in natural eye health, and how you can use it to protect your vision for decades to come. What is glaucoma, and why it's especially relevant for older adults? Think of your eyes as small, intricate ecosystems that constantly renew themselves. Each one circulates fluid to nourish the surrounding tissues and protect the delicate optic nerve that carries visual signals to your brain. When everything works correctly, this process runs smoothly and silently, keeping your vision clear. But when that fluid stops draining properly, pressure begins to build. Slowly and quietly, it pushes against the optic nerve, the vital link between your eyes and your brain. That, in essence, is glaucoma, and it's the reason specialists stress the importance of glaucoma prevention long before symptoms appear. Unlike an injury or infection that announces itself with pain, this condition works in silence. Over time, it can narrow your field of vision or blur the edges of what you see, and you may simply assume it's another sign of aging. In reality, it's the gradual increase in intraocular pressure, or IOP, that slowly damages the optic nerve. For adults over 60, aging vision care involves more than getting stronger reading glasses. As the years pass, the natural drainage channels in the eyes, known as the trabecular meshwork, tend to stiffen, like an old water pipe that's starting to clog. Fluid still enters the eye but struggles to escape efficiently, which raises internal pressure. Combine that with reduced blood flow to the eye and decades of strain, and you create the ideal environment for gradual vision loss. Researchers from the Japan Glaucoma Society, who are pioneers in non-surgical glaucoma treatment, made a significant observation. The key isn't just lowering pressure through medication but keeping it stable around the clock. Fluctuating pressure, especially during sleep, can be just as harmful as consistently high levels. That's why studies on head elevation sleeping have become so valuable. It's a simple way to encourage better drainage without relying solely on pharmaceuticals. As the optic nerve ages, it becomes more fragile, much like an old electrical wire that once carried current effortlessly but now wears down from years of stress. That's why eye nerve protection is essential. It's not about regaining what's lost but preserving what you still have. Losing peripheral vision can make simple tasks like walking or driving more difficult, while central vision loss affects your ability to read, recognize faces, and enjoy life's details. The encouraging truth is that you can influence this process. By managing how fluid drains from the eye and stabilizing circadian rhythm eye pressure, you can regain a sense of control over your visual health. And the best part is that it doesn't require expensive devices or complex routines. Often, it comes down to one mindful change in how you rest, something the Japanese have been quietly perfecting for decades. And that leads us naturally to the next part, where we'll explore what researchers in Japan and across Asia have uncovered about posture, sleep, and how this simple nightly technique could protect your eyesight for years to come. What recent Japanese/Asian research and traditions suggest for bedtime. Stepping into Japan, we see a place where centuries of tradition blend effortlessly with cutting-edge science, and health is treated not as a quick fix but as a daily rhythm, a dance between the body and its environment. When it comes to natural eye health, researchers and eye specialists have been quietly observing something fascinating. The way we sleep can have a profound impact on our vision, either protecting it or placing it at risk. Over time, studies and clinical observations began to reveal a consistent pattern. People who slept with their heads slightly elevated tended to have lower intraocular pressure compared with those who slept flat, and even small reductions in pressure can make a significant difference for glaucoma prevention and long-term eye nerve protection. A pivotal study led by Yun Dy in 2014 found that when participants slept with their heads raised approximately 30 degrees, eye pressure dropped by about 3.2 millimeters of mercury, demonstrating a tangible, natural benefit. It's remarkable how such a simple adjustment can allow the eyes to breathe more easily overnight, and this practice has become known as the Japanese sleep method. Rather than relying solely on medications, this approach emphasizes the body's natural balance and shows how mindful positioning during sleep can have measurable health benefits. Even the Glaucoma Research Foundation highlights the significance of nighttime fluctuations in pressure, noting that our circadian rhythm eye pressure often spikes while lying flat for hours. For anyone focused on aging vision care, these fluctuations are not trivial, and small interventions like mild head elevation sleeping can help counteract these nighttime surges. The connection between tradition and modern medicine is striking. Japanese homes have long used floor-based sleeping arrangements, including futons and tatami mats, often with carefully angled cushions, which inadvertently support healthier eye pressure. It's a vivid reminder that subtle daily rituals can carry powerful, evidence-based benefits. The good news is that you don't need to travel to Tokyo or overhaul your bedroom to gain these advantages. By understanding the principles behind this method, you can create your own version tonight, setting the stage for healthier eyes, better sleep, and a reduced risk of glaucoma. And having explored the reasons behind this approach, it's time to move forward and see exactly how to apply it in practice. The bedtime trick explained step by step. Now it's time to explore the practical side of the method, the so-called Japanese bedtime trick, where simplicity meets science in a way that anyone can use. There are no special machines, no unusual supplements, and no complicated routines, just a mindful, comfortable adjustment to the way you rest that can support glaucoma prevention and promote overall natural eye health. The principle is straightforward. By practicing head elevation sleeping, you keep your head slightly higher than your heart while you rest, allowing gravity to assist the drainage of fluid from your eyes and reduce intraocular pressure naturally. The results might surprise you. Research, including the 2014 study by Yun Dy, shows that raising the head by about 20 to 30 degrees can lower eye pressure by roughly 3 millimeters of mercury. While that might seem modest, in terms of eye nerve protection, even small reductions can reduce the daily strain your eyes experience and support long-term vision health. Instead of piling pillows into an uncomfortable tower that might leave your neck sore, the most effective approach is to raise the head of your bed itself. This can be done with wedge risers, wooden blocks, or even a folded mattress pad. The exact angle doesn't need to be extreme. The key is that your head is gently supported in a slightly elevated position, which allows the eyes to rest more naturally throughout the night. Consistency is critical. Going to bed at roughly the same time every night helps regulate circadian rhythm eye pressure, which fluctuates naturally during sleep and tends to spike when we lie flat. Establishing a predictable bedtime routine ensures your eyes experience fewer sudden pressure changes. Preparing for sleep with calm, deliberate actions, such as dimming lights, turning off bright screens, and taking slow, deep breaths, signals to your body that it is time to enter recovery mode, supporting both aging vision care and overall relaxation. Light pre-sleep activities, like gentle stretching, rolling the shoulders, slowly rotating the neck, or massaging the temples in circular motions, can improve circulation and further support eye nerve protection. When paired with healthy habits such as avoiding heavy meals, alcohol, or excess fluids before bed and maintaining a cool, dark bedroom environment, these adjustments create a comprehensive setting that allows your eyes to rest optimally. Sleep posture also matters. Lying on your back or a slight side angle is ideal, while full stomach sleeping can increase pressure inside the eyes. If you prefer side sleeping, ensure that your head remains above heart level, maintaining the benefits of non-surgical glaucoma treatment naturally. Monitoring your progress reinforces the routine. Keep a notebook by your bedside and jot down how your eyes feel each morning, whether they feel less tired, less dry, or more refreshed. Over time, these observations help identify patterns and improvements, and sharing them with your ophthalmologist at your next checkup allows you to confirm whether your intraocular pressure readings are improving. Remember, the goal of glaucoma prevention is preservation, not perfection, and consistency is far more valuable than one-time effort. Think of this method as nurturing a plant with a little water each day rather than flooding it all at once. With regular practice, this approach becomes not only simple and relaxing but a nightly ritual you will actually look forward to. And while it may feel like a subtle adjustment, the research behind it reveals why this method works so effectively, proving that Japanese tradition and modern science are aligned in a way that can genuinely protect your vision over time. Supporting evidence and studies. At this point, you might be wondering whether all of this is backed by solid research, and the answer is a resounding yes. Scientific studies have begun to confirm that small, consistent adjustments during sleep can make a measurable difference for glaucoma prevention and overall natural eye health. For example, the 2014 study by Yun D.Y., published in Nature, measured intraocular pressure in participants who slept with their heads elevated about 30 degrees. On average, the pressure inside their eyes dropped by around 3 millimeters of mercury compared with lying flat. That may seem modest, but in terms of eye nerve protection, even small reductions in daily strain can significantly reduce the risk of long-term damage. It's similar to gently lowering the water pressure in a fragile pipe. Over time, the difference prevents leaks and structural problems. It's not just this one study. The Glaucoma Research Foundation highlights how nightly fluctuations in posture and blood flow can subtly affect vision. Because circadian rhythm eye pressure naturally spikes during sleep, especially when lying flat, the simple practice of head elevation sleeping can help counteract these increases. By adjusting the angle of your body, gravity aids the fluid drainage from your eyes, reducing stress on the optic nerve and helping maintain long-term aging vision care. The Japan Glaucoma Society emphasizes that controlling fluctuations in eye pressure is just as important as lowering the overall number. Think of it like comparing a roller coaster to a smooth train ride. Even if both start and end at the same points, the ups and downs of the roller coaster create wear and tear. Similarly, unstable eye pressure can damage the optic nerve over time, while a consistent, balanced environment preserves it and can lessen the need for non-surgical glaucoma treatment in the future. On top of that, research from Japan and Europe highlights the impact of lifestyle on eye health. Studies published in MDPI and Science Direct show that nutrients such as vitamin C, B-complex vitamins, and flavonoids support healthy blood flow to the eyes. Diets rich in leafy greens, citrus fruits, and green tea have been linked to improved ocular function. When combined with the Japanese sleep method, these lifestyle choices create a holistic, natural approach that nurtures the eyes both internally and externally. Even simple lifestyle habits for seniors amplify these benefits. Maintaining a healthy weight, avoiding smoking, managing stress, and staying on top of dental hygiene all indirectly support lower intraocular pressure and healthier optic nerves. It's fascinating how seemingly unrelated daily habits can converge to protect your sight. When you step back and connect all the pieces, sleep, diet, posture, routine, the picture becomes clear. Long-term eye nerve protection doesn't rely solely on medicine. Modern science is rediscovering principles that traditional Japanese health philosophy has long embraced. Consistent, small actions accumulate into powerful, lasting results. Now that the science is clear, it's time to take everything we've explored and turn it into a practical, easy-to-follow bedtime system that you can start implementing tonight, creating a foundation for stronger, healthier vision for years to come. At this point, you understand that one of the simplest, most overlooked ways to protect your eyesight doesn't come from a pharmacy or a doctor's office. It begins right where your day ends, by adjusting the way you rest in your own bed. That small change in sleeping position can reduce intraocular pressure, support eye nerve protection, and help maintain clear vision for the long term. The real question now is whether you will put this into practice. Will you take a few minutes tonight to set your pillow or gently elevate your bed, giving your eyes the care they've been quietly asking for, or will you wait for your next checkup to hear those concerning words about pressure readings rising? I would love to hear from you. Have you ever considered how your sleep affects your eyes, and have you tried any techniques to support them? Share your experiences in the comments below so we can create a community focused on aging vision care and holistic natural eye health. If this video helped you learn something new about glaucoma prevention, please hit the like button, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure notifications are turned on so you won't miss any of our weekly videos on health, wellness, and practical strategies for seniors. Before you go, don't stop here. Click the next video that appears on your screen. In it, you'll discover another science-backed habit that supports lifestyle habits for seniors and helps your body remain sharp, strong, and independent. Your vision and overall health are worth every small, consistent step you take starting tonight.